All right, folks. Hey, welcome to the first episode of the Torin and Austin podcast. We just got done recording 40 minutes of, I don't know, what would you call it, Austin?
Utter nonsense, really. Just a whole lot of nothing. But we did do a nice job wrapping it up, I believe.
Yeah,
a lot of kids in the background.
Just trailed off at the end, but yeah. So what we did was we basically, just to get some practice in, when we could, we just recorded this under what would be probably the absolute worst conditions you'd ever want to record a podcast in.
Yeah, and don't let my children or my wife's absolute just disdain for us doing this stray you away from the podcast. It's going to be phenomenal eventually.
All right. This is the first episode of the Torin and Austin podcast. Enjoy. Let's see if this actually...
Wait a minute. Ampersand's the and sign, right?
Yeah. Well, it's called an ampersand.
That's the upward.
Hence the and at the end. Like, and it means name. It actually used to be the ampersand at one point, I believe, was part of the English alphabet.
Ampersand?
Ampersand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. So I keep stepping all over you. That's the lines when you're talking.
Yeah. So get close to your mic like I'm doing and talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So now it's saying I can hear you. So
in the head, why don't you unplug that? Maybe that's the problem.
Well, then, because then if we can hear it out of these mics, it's going to go, you're going to talk. It's going to come out of this and go back into that. And then it's called feedback.
So we're going to do this without me hearing what's being said.
Here's what I would suggest right now. We have no idea. We can't hear anything.
Why don't you try recording something for like
I'm recording right now. We've been rolling.
Gotcha.
So we can talk. I would just avoid, since I can't tell what's going on, I can't monitor it.
Okay.
I'd say just try not to tap this goofy table.
Right.
So, all right, folks, welcome to the Torin and Austin podcast. Happy to have you here. Happy to have a couple young ladies with us to
kick off the inaugural
situation.
Like it, dig it. Okay. Are we doing guac talk? What do we got?
I say we avoid talking about guacamole altogether.
Done.
I really have no expertise and nothing to really offer in that.
Guac talk? I'm with that. Because there's no actual guacamole talk.
As long as I don't need to be an expert in it, I just need to be a.
You know what goes into it?
What?
Jalapenos, avocado, onion, lemon. If you're wild, you put a little orange juice in there. And what's the kicker in
garlic?
Garlic,
some jalapeno.
Jalapeno. I think that was one of the first.
I do lime instead of lemon.
Wild and crazy guy.
That's just me.
Dig it.
I go salt. You got to do some salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper for sure. But you put it into like one of those bowls where you mix it with the big
mortar and pestle.
Mortar and pestle. Yeah. Is it pestle or pestle?
Pestle.
I think that's wrong.
I think we're putting T's where they don't belong.
Your name autocorrects to Torin in my phone with one of those little weird things over the U.
One of the kids fucked with my phone and
we're going language.
We're allowed to swear, right?
Put your headphone thingies in.
Earmuffs, kid.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
One of them screwed with my phone. Now, every time I type my name into the phone, it says Torin Scoot. And I don't know why. And then Carson screwed with my phone again. And now every time I type my name in, it just makes it all caps. Like, I'm super proud of myself every time I say text.
Well, I think names in my phone, names for a long time all came up all caps, and I had to change. I don't know if I had to change a setting or if I had to just like one time choose the correct version.
It's like a screenwriting thing.
I don't know. I don't know why that would be like a default.
Like when you say someone's name, it shows up in all caps.
This is a strange. Looking in the eye. Really? I think it's very intimate. It's very. I get it. I think it would take me some time. Did your parents not teach you to look a man in his eye, or was this like a thing? I didn't. As you know, I only had one parent. Really. No, I literally I don't. It makes it feel super intimate and kind of strange.
Yeah.
Because I know you, but I don't know you that well anymore. Like you're kind of a distant. You're like a distant cousin.
And as we reacquaint, we just gaze into each other's eyes.
Exactly. When I want to say something, I kind of look to the right or left of you. And then I remember there's people behind me. I got my daughter on the couch listening to the F-bombs.
How often do you look at a man's shoes? I don't know why that popped in my head. Why's your phone rebooting?
It had an update available, and I chose to take it. Yeah. So we're going to hope it doesn't.
You look like you want to add something. What's up?
Here she comes. She's excited, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Or lady and gentlemen, whoever's listening to this, if anybody. I don't know. Do you think people are going to listen to this, Harlow?
Nope.
Awesome. Very positive. We get a lot of positive
reinforcement.
What's crazy
is how quickly you jumped ship. You were like our number one fan.
You were for a while. You liked Torin back then too.
You were
I think it's.
You guys are gonna do awesome. You guys are hilarious. People are gonna love to listen to you. And then you went. Then
she just heard how awful it was.
That's awful. Be kind.
I'm willing to guess that.
Awesome! Woohoo!
There you go.
I'm willing to guess that you've tried new things. And I'm willing to bet that this man stood behind you and encouraged you, even when you sucked at the beginning.
See the language. Right? She's not used to the language, bro.
Very, very strong word.
Yeah.
Even when you weren't so good at first.
She's like, what?
Were you awesome at riding horses when you first did it?
I was. Yes, actually.
No, you were not. You learned a lot. She fell off 3 times, and then the third time, she hit.
Okay.
She hit the ground about as hard as a human being could hit it with her full. It was like one of those ungraceful falls where it was like a thud, and she hit like mud. It was like. And we were like, oh boy, I think she's hurt. And she she got up with a smile, but she couldn't last. The tears just flowed after that.
Nice.
But I was very proud of her because she did get right back on the horse.
The very first time you fell, what if your dad was like, you kind of stink, you should give this up?
Yep. What if I would have said that? Exactly.
Okay, cool. So now we're learning. Yeah. Now what we're doing is we're learning how to treat people the way we want to be treated.
I always said I was going to call in Torin if I needed to teach my daughters how to connect with people and
bring in Uncle
people.
T for the
bring
in
Uncle T-Bone.
What the heck?
What? What's weird about this?
This is we knew that we were going to do this like funky. It was going to be.
Most people don't do this in front of an audience.
True. It would just be me and him laughing at each other.
I did my podcast in front of an audience.
What podcast?
Nice. Tell me about this. What'd you do?
The what? You and me? Which podcast?
You did your own podcast? Yeah, I told you like this.
No.
Wait a minute. Do we have a competing podcast? And she's in the room learning our tricks and stuff? Mm-hmm. I don't know about this. What did you do?
Let me just ask you some certain things just because I want to know what we're up against. Did your podcast have awesome blue foam covers on the microphone?
No, they're black ones.
Yeah, see.
Was there any guacamole talk?
1-0 us. What?
They went salsa.
2-0 us.
Thought of that.
Oh, we're
exactly.
Better. Yeah. We got blue covers and we're going guac.
She was right too.
Blue over black, guac over salsa.
Our daughters are not.
Segment?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, her.
ASMR.
I pick her.
What's an ASMR segment?
Have you not seen these videos?
No. What's that?
It's like where people get a microphone like right up to their mouth and they eat pickles.
I'm gonna puke.
One on Christmas Eve.
She showed me one about this Chinese guy cutting coleslaw or cabbage. It was like.
Have you seen the ones where they cut soap in the little squares? And it's like.
That's called ASMR. What's that?
Yeah, what's that acronym stand for?
It stands for exactly, but it's like something satisfying.
So here at the Torin and Austin podcast, we have.
You told me that satisfying sounds. That's what she said.
Yeah,
a while ago.
One benefit of the Torin and Austin podcast is we have technology that a lot of other podcasts might not.
Are you Google searching ASMR videos?
We have Googling capabilities. Yes, we have a Macintosh.
I think black's
Right. This is New York Giants blue, and I knew he was a big fan, so
I've been a Giants fan for many, many months.
Michigan.
This is not Michigan blue. This is more of a Kent blue.
Yeah, this is absolutely Kent blue.
ASMR, a feeling of well-being combined with a tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of the neck, as experienced by some people in response to a specific gentle stimulus, often a particular sound. So
that's
it's not so much, it's about like the response. Okay, here it is. Autonomous sensory meridian response. Why meridian? Is that
I don't know.
Like middle?
I thought meridian was a color.
Isn't the meridian?
You should say it's maroon. Maroon.
I was not confusing meridian with maroon. I'm saying I just thought it was a color like
Meridian
a stone.
5 is like my favorite band. What? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like half. It's like a half.
Cool.
The prime meridian.
Totally. You're smarter than me.
Thank you. I like that my
Finn is here.
I like that my 9-year investment in public schools are starting to pay off over there.
Nice. It's going well.
Okay, so do you want to hear some ASMR, or should we just avoid that whole?
Sure.
Let's see if we can actually play some.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Even with that in the thing?
We're gonna try it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe if I took that out. Let's wait. So we were offline there for a second. We're recording again. You're saying Grace at one point you like tried to discourage her from advancing?
I just told her she was awful at it. I was like, you really are bad at this and you should probably quit. You didn't win again. I was like, I'm kidding, man. Of course not. No, well, I'm saying I've threatened Grayson with grades in dance. Like, you don't get this, you're not going to do this. And it has not worked at all. And she doesn't, she just wants to dance. She does not. It's so strange because I didn't find, if you found your passion when you were 10 years old.
I can't imagine that.
That's like, what I'm saying. If you watch her though, or if you go and like you talk to her about it, she won't talk about much. But if you start talking about dance, it's different. She's engaging.
Yeah.
But if you talk about anything else, she glosses over. Like, it's really like you're talking. Now this has to do. She's 11 years old.
She's not in. But we should probably refrain from touching this table too much.
Good point.
So you're saying you're saying she's not really into anything other than
at all. No, she's into handball and tetherball.
Who isn't?
That's a good point. No, she really does like tetherball and handball.
I hate handball. But I love tetherball.
True.
This is why I'm starting to think there's something possibly wrong with you. Like not liking handball.
What's handball?
Oh Lord.
We have 2 daughters that may not be functioning on the same level as guys.
or have ever actually attended gym class.
That's called PE.
Phys ed. You've never played handball in phys ed. Is this team handball? Is handball the same as team handball? Where it's like soccer, but
handball is
one-on-one. Soccer
well,
and
the way
basketball.
they play at the school is 1-on-1.
Okay, then.
Yep.
That's team handball.
Kind of, except you're just smacking
It's
it
an
against the
Olympic
wall,
sport.
and then you hit it. Somebody else has to hit it, and if you miss it, then you get a point or whatever.
Oh, like in Big, the one where he's playing in Big. Remember?
I think of knockaround guys. Remember?
Yeah.
When
No, I didn't
Dennis,
watch it.
what's his name, is playing handball
Leary?
against the fat guy. No, it's John Malkovich is playing with Dennis.
I remember knockaround guys with freaking Pepper.
My boy Barry Pepper, and freaking what's his name's in it? The guy you don't know if he's black or white. He's in Fast and Furious.
Okay, that wasn't even funny.
No,
we shouldn't say stuff like that.
Exactly.
We're gonna have to cut that.
We're gonna get kicked off the airwaves.
We're already gonna get.
Our daughter's already won us off. Is someone here?
We're about to get some more. About to get more company. This is probably the most poorly planned podcast ever because
we got a baby crying. We got my daughter shows up. Grayson, my wife showed up. Grayson got a buddy with her. Emerson's here.
It's all good.
This is
good stuff.
What?
Do you like Corey's hair?
It's nice. Yeah, nice.
Taken off. Huh?
Yeah, about 5 inches.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, did you get a different color? No. Oh, it's very nice.
Does it look darker?
Emerson,
It does look
what's up?
I cut all the white part off.
I told you she's gangster, bro. Stop. I'm telling you, she's gangster. She's vicious too. Finn saw you and started crying. He wasn't crying until you got here.
We should do this as an episode of how not to record your first podcast.
Grayson,
Oh, Emmy.
I've introduced
In a hotel
everybody.
room.
I can at least introduce you. My
With-
daughter Grayson just got here.
5 kids and
How
a
was your
guest.
day, baby?
Good.
Good. Yeah, this isn't a podcast. This is just us messing around. We figured we'd break it out and have some fun, right?
Yeah.
First time I looked deep into your eyes in a while.
So heartwarming.
You guys are weird.
Exactly. That's what Harlow said several times.
So apparently there's consensus among the kids that we are odd.
She's gonna tell her mom. There's people videoing in here because they don't know what it is.
We were talking about ASMR. Have you listened to any of these?
Allie, are you into ASMR?
I am. Oh my god, I am.
I have a feeling Allie is online for hours after you knock out.
Exactly.
Rick, what's that noise in the other
Campbell's
room?
here. That's Grayson's
Allie,
friend.
ASMR videos.
She's like, your dad's weird.
Allie's making them ASMR videos.
They talked
Exactly.
about guacamole for like a couple minutes. It's terrible. And then they talked about how you make garlic.
Can I
What
talk
did
to
we
you?
talk
Can I talk to you about your daughter's attitude?
Positive, exactly. Positive
Yeah.
encouragement.
They talked about
She doesn't seem to approve of anybody at this point.
Austin.
No. Yeah. Well, we got to.
We're working on
It
that.
wasn't
Corey.
in the budget.
Exactly. There might have been a slight issue with funds.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, with the new recorder, we could do up to 6.
That's awesome.
That'll be cool.
And we're gonna get the new stuff here sooner than later. Was Freddy Kitchens fired? Please don't be fired. Please don't be fired.
He's fired.
Oh, it's undetermined. So I hope he's not fired though. He's so bad. I hope they get to keep him
It's
forever.
like, yeah, he's like, we want to keep Harbaugh around.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to
Harbaugh
keep
forever.
Jason Garrett around.
Nice.
Dolphins beat the
Anyways.
Patriots.
This is
A little while
why
ago.
I'm on her team because you guys just talk about guacamole.
No,
Shoot.
there's no premise yet.
Nothing really went my way
Exactly.
today.
Great.
Absolutely nothing went my way this weekend as far as
bad.
sports.
Yeah. Well, did the Giants play?
Giants lost, but so did the Redskins. So did the Lions. So the Giants are probably picking 5th when they could have been 2nd.
That's not bad. You picking 4th? Overall?
Fourth or
You get
fifth.
podcast it up with dance moms. It'd be very interesting.
Oh, Jesus. Give them some champagne and let them run.
Going for hours.
Exactly.
Are we gonna get to the pool?
I'm stuck.
Yeah, are they getting ready?
That's because you're not an infant and you shouldn't be playing in toys like that.
Why are you in that?
I don't know.
Torin has been very not nice to you, huh, Em? Tell him how gangster you are.
He's nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, I
okay.
played.
Okay, I got
You
it.
sat
Nice.
yelling at the TV last night while I was playing with your kids.
I had a bad night, man. The Buckeyes. Ugh.
I had a really bad night.
Did you?
I kept waking up and my blanket kept falling on the ground.
No, I can
Really?
get up like twice.
Okay.
That happened to me last night too.
Really?
I had really weird dreams last night. I had a dream that John Drew. We were at this big event, and John, all the videos of people like throwing the giant workout balls at people, or like they kick them. Like he kicked one and it hit Mike. I think because we were talking about them or something last night, and it hit Mike in the face, and it hit him so hard that like both his eyes like burst in his head, and like, and he. This is just these are my bad dreams. I have bad dreams like every night now, like at like 4 a.m. That's like my thing.
I had a very
And I have to get up, calm myself down, and and then go back to sleep, and then I get like a good 2 more, and I'm done.
Gotcha.
This is like my routine now.
All right. You got a
That's-
thing with John. There's a lot of John talk lately. I think.
John has, yeah,
Is it that the former
he's under my skin.
relation?
I have a weird new
Come here.
basement.
Emmy, come here
Really?
for a second. Emmy, come here. Get up here. I want you over here.
Say something.
Put your mouth near this thing.
No.
Get up here. Don't want to hear.
Introduce yourself. Give him one of
No,
your
come
what
here.
it do, nephew.
I want to hear. I just want you to talk to your dad like you're talking to him any other day, right? Just pretend that microphone's out there, and tell him about your bad dream. What happened?
Oh, well, that's not going to be fun. You
Harlow's gonna
volunteer.
beat you to it.
I mean, what's
If-
nothing to
if you
do
don't-
with it.
if you don't get
Corey
to
wants to
if
do
you don't
her
start
own
talking.
podcast.
No.
You gotta go into that. There you go.
There you go.
Boom.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, that would be short-lived. All right, well,
You seemed really interested
Maybe
in telling
we should
us
have
about.
kids like podcast thing.
We should.
all the vlogging
Santa.
stuff.
Instead of vlogging, Santa should have brought you guys podcasts.
Israel.
We've done 18 minutes of this.
Okay, see, this is what I know. We can knock these out. We can knock these out. I like that.
Now it's just a matter of making that 18 minutes
An hour?
listenable.
And or did we actually record it?
It's recorded. It's still rolling. I'm at 18 minutes.
You're going to play back and be able to hear if we
Yeah.
actually got anything? Okay.
Yeah.
See, this was what we were trying to
Did I
do,
miss
guys.
the
And I-
interesting part?
Yeah, the guac talk.
No.
The beginning.
No. You missed.
Oh, that is.
Absolutely.
I forgot you remember that.
I remembered how unsupportive you're being when I take you to one of your myriad of events, one of the 100 of things
Next
you're going
time
to be
she's
doing.
riding horse, you just stand on the edge.
I'm going to mock
just
the
stand
horse.
there and just boo the whole time.
You go put your Instagram.
Boo.
That's not my kid.
Yeah.
You're an embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm with the girl that's jumping the stuff in the back. See? All right. Well, it's been real.
I can't.
Okay. This wound down very. As soon as Allie came in, it wound down.
Allie
Got embarrassed.
brought some fresh
I didn't
energy.
get embarrassed. I legit was talking.
But she also
about
brought some very distracting children with her.
Emerson's
So
angry about that.
with 4 kids, are you guys ever like how much alone time do you guys ever get at this point?
A lot.
Fine.
I'm not talking. I'm just talking like personal alone time. I'm not talking.
No, they play up in the playroom a lot. So I mean,
It's not a playroom anymore. It's a prop room.
they're proper and whatever.
A prop for
Yeah,
what?
like the weekends and stuff.
Videos.
We have
Oh,
a ton
cool.
of time because they're upstairs and we just. I mean, Finn normally.
I don't even know what you guys do to get like in your.
We
But
I'm just
I know
like
where you're going with it.
yeah, we'll do that. That's episode 2.
Exactly. Allie and my love life. No, it's actually we get a lot of. I mean, to be honest with you though,
they want to go play. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we have a
They don't
third
want to
floor.
watch you too.
Well, we have
Make
third
out.
floor,
So you don't even
so
care.
we're not even. We're
Oh,
like
yeah,
on
yeah.
the first floor. We don't even. They have a huge play. It's now it is like kind of different because we made the back half this area. We set all this stuff up with like this backdrop. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually. Again, when it's all done, it'll be pretty cool for them. But I don't know if they'll.
I said nothing to Siri. I think you said seriously.
Did it?
I think you said seriously.
Yeah, that's creepy,
I
man.
hate when she does that.
Seriously. Say your dog.
What? That's my dog. What's wrong with you?
Wait, is it big and really long?
Just look at it. Well, it's because
Torin's
it's.
got a couple of horses that he lives with.
Really long.
Have you guys seen our pups?
No.
Shoot the dogs.
Oh Lord,
And long.
There's some big doggies.
really? How many? You guys have 2?
Two big ones.
Oh my Lord.
You got change. I know. He's just like,
He's just like
hanging up
sitting over
here.
there while everybody's
Are you a
here.
dog? Are you a big dog
Me and Grayson are
gal?
over there.
Yeah, he's like,
Do you like dogs?
Them's the puppies.
Seem like a big.
what are they?
So this is Puppy because we couldn't think of a
you
name
guys
for
have
him.
had dogs forever,
Yeah,
right?
what
Like
kind of dog?
always.
He's
had
a bull
dogs?
mastiff
Oh,
actually,
okay.
but he's actually tiny
Gotcha.
for a bull mastiff. Like his dad was like,
too big, will he?
no, he's fully grown. He's only like 75, 80 pounds, but his dad was like 130.
What's the other one?
So we got him.
that a lab?
That's Sherman. So he's like a Chesapeake Bay Retriever mix with a Shar-Pei.
Oh.
Oddly enough, we got him from some hillbilly down in southern Ohio.
Nice. Named John Drew.
Named John Drew. He may or may
John
not
Drew
have
randomly
been
makes his third
John Drew
appearance.
or closely related to him.
The guy told us he was a silver lab, which we come to found out that doesn't exist.
Yeah. So the story is, we,
That's
He
so
looks
he
a
sold you
little
a lab that
bit
wasn't a lab.
lavish.
so the story is, yeah, we got him in Lancaster, Ohio.
No, we didn't.
Got him on Craigslist. Her mom like saw his puppy pictures, which still may not have been his actual puppy pictures.
That was like a silver.
This guy just posted cute pictures of puppies, and we
Like a stuffed
fell for
animal?
it, and then we came down.
You thought
We
it
went-
stuffed it.
So this guy wouldn't meet us. He wouldn't meet us at his house. He met us in a Kroger parking lot.
Like the first sign of like.
First red flag.
Either he's selling crap or he's going to murder us. But luckily, we didn't get murdered. But he came out, and this dog jumps out of this guy's pickup truck, and I'm like, that's not a puppy. I mean, he was like halfway between a puppy and a full-grown dog. I mean, he was still small, but. And like every time the guy would talk or make a motion, like Sherman would like freak out and start peeing. And so I was like, not knowing anything about dogs at that point, like we had never owned a dog. I just knew, I could tell. You didn't have to be like a genius to tell like that this dog was like deathly afraid of this guy.
Right.
And like he was asking for like $350 or $400 for the dog.
Is that cheap?
Yeah, I mean,
don't know.
the Mastiff was expensive, but like, but that's pretty cheap. But so we were like, her mom and I both agreed. We were like, we can't just leave this dog
With that dude?
Yeah, and so we had heard about fostering, and so we were like, well, why don't we foster it? Like, I'm sorry, we learned about fostering after we just bought. I just handed the
You
guy
know?
cash and we left. And like,
Okay.
of course, and like we're trying to tell her. trying to tell Corey, like, hey, we're just taking this dog away from this guy because this is like a really weird situation we probably shouldn't have gotten ourselves into. But anyway, we got him, and she had no idea. She's just in the back seat while we're driving home, and she's bawling like ecstatically happy. She's like, I can't believe I have a dog. And she's like snuggling with him, and we're like, this dog is effed up. Like, it's screwed up dog. Like, it is.
And then when we got home, it just started tearing everything up.
It was running all over the place, like jumping on the couch and like running, like just doing these full circles. And anytime I would come home from work, because I was just like that guy. Every time I would get near him, he would just pee everywhere. And so for like a month, I would come home from work while we were starting this foster program with him,
right?
Where we were getting the whole thing set up. When I would come home from work, I would have to lay down on the ground and let him come over and sniff me.
Like in a submissive position?
Yeah. Like, and then until he got comfortable enough, and then like I'd be able to start petting him, and then after that I could get up and kind of walk around the house without freaking him out.
I gotcha. Okay.
And then by the time, the one bad thing we started fostering him. We hadn't submitted all the papers yet, but the dumb thing we did was we had this little competition, or we had this thing where we kept thinking of names for him because his name was Duke. The guy, the hillbilly we got him from was named Duke. Named him Duke.
Gotcha.
But we kept putting all these names that we were thinking of for him in this jar, and then we did like this family vote, and then Sherman, we wound up naming him Sherman.
What was Sherman from?
So Sherman's from General Sherman, the tree here in Sequoia.
Oh,
the largest tree in the world, up in Sequoias, because we had traveled and like we'd taken the kids there before, and then we thought of Sherman, like, and everybody just loved it.
No.
But the funny thing is,
Didn't like it.
oh yeah, her mom didn't like it. Yeah, oh yeah, Corey and I were like the main
Sherman's cute.
Sherman. So we named him General Sherman after the tree General Sherman.
What did she want?
Here in up in
Cosmo,
the Sierras. So
nice. All right.
if you ever get a chance,
For a dog, you're like,
we had lived out here before. But what's funny is we got him in Lancaster, Ohio, like literally, which is where the actual General Sherman was born, which is weird. It's kind of a weird. He just turned 5.
Did that stock puppy?
He'll live to like, he could live 12, 17 years, something like that. The Mastiff may live like 9 to 12.
Sure. That's great. That's what you do, man.
I've heard there's a lot of people who are born whose original birth certificates say baby boy or baby girl, because when you have to like submit something, but you don't if you don't have a name chosen.
I could see that happening quite a bit.
They actually offered us that when she was.
Oh, really?
The lady, for some reason, we already decided on her name.
Baby boy for Corey?
Yeah, baby boy.
What was going on there?
Hey, baby boy. I remember the nurse offering us that. She was like, if you guys aren't sure on a name, you just put it as baby girl. I'm like, we have a name. I don't know what, but yeah.
You can hear the overwhelming support I'm getting on my end for this thing.
For what?
For this podcast. Yeah, obviously she's a big fan. My wife's like wrapping
I just spent 5 minutes talking about our dog. So this is really riveting content.
This kind of stuff people tune in for.
No, we've been talking for 28 minutes at this point almost.
It's called living room talk. People like to hear. Hey, hang on a second.
Oh yeah.
If you can make money or you can put stuff online that makes noise and people are like, it's soothing me, and that gets played, this can get played. I mean, you're cutting vegetables and sliding soap around on a book. I'm just saying.
Laugh the way he says things. Raised you better than that.
Do you prefer vegetables or vegetables?
She is a vegetarian, so it is vegetables.
I gotcha.
You gotta get to the pole.
Okay.
Munchkins.
Okay. Nice. We're drilling time right now. 5:09. Yeah, like 3.5 hours to kill.
You got a cigarette on you? No?
All right.
Do you smoke? Harlow, do you
Camel
smoke?
Red? Anybody smoke Camel Red? Harlow, get me your Camel Reds.
I'm not even picky at this point. I don't.
Smoked it to the filter, yo. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so let us here. Take Harlow. I'm gonna come down 2 seconds.
I gotta get food and stuff.
Where do you get food?
Like, put in the phone and get food.
We can wrap this up. I'll just edit it later when I get a chance, and then.
I will treat you my
great first podcast. Thanks to Allie.
Here's what I would ask. Let's do, just for practice's sake, would you be willing to take them down and give us like 2 minutes to record our intro sans audience?
That doesn't last 2 minutes.
No, it'll take 2 minutes.
We just have to record the audio, the intro.
Then he can head down and I'll meet you guys down there after I pack up.
So I know this is not going to take 2 minutes.
No, it will.
Okay. Love you, sweetheart. Say goodbye to Corey.
I knew you'd have something intelligent to say. Ta was what she added.
Daddy said it. Ta-ta.
Okay. Very helpful.
I'm going to say some words and you got to say them into the microphone. You ready?
Yeah.
Go up here.
We need it, Em. We need the recording.
No, I'm not saying that. I'll say it.
Uncle Torin looks like Uncle Bob.
That's your Where did I put the key?
Torin looks like Rob.
That's great. That's great.
Rob, I love you, but that's a lie. That's not.
It's true. Hey, it's me.
That was very strange. That's the front desk. Okay. We're just gonna record our intro and then I'll be down. Love you, sweetheart.
Wait, let me record it. Okay. Welcome to Austin and Torin. Woo! Welcome to Austin and Lauren.
You guys are not very creative
Austin
yet.
and Lauren.
Exactly. That's the most creative thing that's been said. You guys, Harlow's saying ta-ta. Grayson's like, welcome to Austin and
Where's
Torin.
the key?
And I'm like, which is better.
All right, I'll be down in a minute.
You guys are naming your
Who's
thing.
yours?
Water is very interesting with
Wait, I need to
garlic
Got it.
and a light. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to this when I'm done, when I'm editing it, and try to translate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Plug them
that's
in,
it.
yeah.
Like she just dropped the mic on me.
I mean, don't bring that animal down to the pool.
All right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Mama said no llama.
No, I think they're leaving. They're going to the old
Are you guys going?
What's that?
You even get a chance?
Yeah, we're heading up north here shortly, but I just want to record an intro with him, and then we'll head out.
This is literally 2 minutes. I'm coming right now.
Bye, it was nice seeing you. Maybe I'll see you. What else?
Can I?
I was talking to guys in Newport, and she was probably.
That was like 3 years. You were probably
that was
Grayson's
4 years
age.
ago. I didn't
I
know
need to
that.
say something.
You remember that?
Sure, I mean-
you went to the Newport
Llama,
boat
llama,
parade.
red pajama, read
The
the story
Christmas,
with
the
Mama.
boat parade.
That was actually pretty.
You
Dialed
did.
in.
You, your mom, Carson, everybody
We
was
didn't
there.
go to it. They met us down
Yeah,
there.
we met at that restaurant.
You had just
You,
gone to
Carson,
camp.
your mom, him.
Nice camera.
It was the Newport boat parade. This is like 4
Okay.
or 5
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah,
You were
yeah,
probably
yeah.
like 9.
That was 7 years ago, probably.
No way. She wasn't
wasn't
7
born.
years old.
But Emmy wasn't born.
Was that long ago, dude?
That
You
was
were down
about 2013.
there. Yeah, 6 years.
that's-
So you were probably 8. You were
Huh.
about Harlow's age then.
I was 13.
I have a feeling I'm gonna hear just a bunch of just banging because I hear
I
it
have it on my phone.
like every time I.
Em, don't touch the table,
Go back at
sweetie.
8:30.
Thank you. Because it's making noise. Plus, because I said, bam.
No, 9.
Hit you with the, because I said.
8:30 to 9 is a break.
That's
Is
it.
it?
That's it. That's what I'm dealing with.
Hold on, let me get my phone.
But we should probably go back at 8, like 45.
So Austin, like, how are you, like, emotionally, like,
5:15.
lately?
Right now, things are rough.
All right.
Yeah. What are you battling?
She goes.
We'll talk about that later.
No, talk about it. I'm recording. Might as well.
You know what? You're right.
Record the intros, though.
That's what we're
We
doing.
will.
As soon as you.
Great.
I just want to dig
Skedaddle.
into his psyche a little bit.
See, my daughters don't understand what I'm saying yet. Your daughter understands. So I'm going to start asking you some questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's
Hit
see.
me. What do you want to know?
What's going on with you? Let's talk personal life. Just in general.
That's actually going
Hey,
pretty
you
good.
know, in all honesty, how is your
And the
dad?
Face ID.
He's doing well. He's good spirits.
Because, like, the other one.
My dad typically hates when people rub microphones that they shouldn't be rubbing.
My face ID.
That's just
See how she's like, I don't.
that's like his.
No, it just goes
That's
over.
like his
She
thing.
doesn't. She would
Bye.
notice.
Nice,
Bye,
sir.
babe.
Oh, bye, everybody.
I'll see you guys down there.
Bye, sir.
I appreciate you.
Bye, sir.
We were just looking for 5 minutes of quiet.
Wait, you said 2. Now it's 5. No.
That's how
Go with
sales
several.
works.
Exactly. It's
Can
a
you please
sales.
give me my phone? Please?
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
know what? Hold on. I'm going to clean my own glass of wine.
And Allie's already dipping into the wine.
I don't blame her.
But it is past 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
It's past 4 o'clock. That's true.
And so what, is it illegal to drink wine before 4 o'clock?
No. It's just a common practice that people don't drink wine before 4 o'clock.
Is this you, or am I plugging this in?
In other people's homes. In our homes, 4 o'clock, wine time.
Okay.
Into the lamp.
Okay. This is going swimmingly.
Who's this strange kid I've never seen before?
It's
Did you invite her? Or
I did not invite her here, but no, her. It's Gracie's friend from. Where are they from?
She looks really like smug, you know,
Very smug, very smug for a kid. Do you need a?
No, I just had it.
You think I could take her? You think she'd?
No, she
She looks kind of tough.
She has red hair. She can take you out. You are your brother. You're his clone. Seriously.
Actually, this is more of a dirty brunette. It's very with amber highlights.
I love it, Corey. I want to call you Anna, but he told me
you can
he
call
said call you
wants.
Anna, and I'm like Corey.
Corinne.
There it is, Corinne. Dig it. Corinne's
I like
cool.
Corinne. I think
why
you
didn't
just
you go
be
with
Corinne.
Like why Corey? Why shorten it? Did you or your friends did?
You came up with Corey.
Yeah, I came up with Corey because I thought Corinne would be too long for people, but like.
Corinne's great.
It's a really pretty name. I like Corinne actually. Irish. Like
When I remember to, instead of calling her Corey, I call her Corinne.
There you go.
I believe it is Irish, yes. Should I look it up?
It's either Irish or Scottish, right? It's somewhere like.
It means beautiful.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So does Anna.
Aaron
So her name is Beautiful,
Okay.
Beautiful Scott.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she was good by Scott.
There you go.
Corinne is a female name and the French or English variant of Corina, meaning beautiful maiden. It has become popular following the publication of Corinne, an 1808 novel by Madame de Stael. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Various spellings of the name exist, although some attest that Corinne, Corinne, how yours is spelled, is the most appropriate and age-old spelling.
You have a cousin named Corinne, no?
Kieran.
Kieran. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the name. I thought it was Corinne, but it's not. It's Corinne. It's Kieran. Gotcha.
I believe spelled exactly like Kieran Culkin. But she is not a creepy
who's her
Culkin.
parents?
Joe and Lee Scott.
Is he the New York bar owner?
Yeah, no, he didn't own a bar. He wrote the book about all the books.
Primary Colors.
No.
Who wrote Primary Colors?
No, so that was my grandma's cousin, I think. Joseph Klein.
Okay.
Joseph Klein. He was like a consultant
wrote
for
it as
CBS
anonymous,
News.
right?
He wrote. I believe this is how I know it. Like he was a consultant for CBS News, like a White House consultant or something, or correspondent or something, somewhere in there, something. And then he wrote Primary Colors anonymously.
Gotcha.
And it got leaked. I don't know how you write a book that big anonymously without people eventually finding out.
He had to have written it because of the non-compete, or not a non-compete, a non-disclosure.
Right.
Because that was actually information that seemed like it was 100% accurate about Bill Clinton.
I believe that's how he got. I think he got.
He got fired for that.
His post from CBS Sports
for doing that.
Yeah.
We know that was you.
Right.
Too much accurate information.
Right.
Okay.
What a different world that was.
There's a lot. It's weird how much information I've retained over the 20-some years we've been friends.
I still only watched that movie once.
I love that, man. It's one of my favorite movies. It's a legit good Travolta.
Oh, yeah.
You like Travolta's?
That was post...
It was in his
Pulp Fiction.
comeback. He had that range in his comeback.
Pulp Fiction was the start of his comeback, right?
Absolutely. And the end of it was something Earth. Battlefield Earth.
With your dude. Everything comes around to Barry Pepper at some point.
Barry Pepper and the dude who played Steve Prefontaine in Without Limits.
Billy Crudup.
Billy Crudup, that's right, exactly.
Great.
Crudup's awesome too.
Have they been anything together?
I'm sure they have been.
7 Degrees of Crudup.
I like Pepper in. Pepper must have had like a little bit of soul because he was in like these videos from the 2000s of these like R&B guys, but he was the white dude with like a black chick. That was like his thing.
So you could say that you were the Billy Crudup of Alliance, Ohio.
I was the Crudup. No, I was Barry Pepper. I was the Barry Pepper of Alliance, Ohio. Google him. You'll see he was in all these videos. I don't know why. I never did look that up, but I wanted to know why.
Let's do that quick.
Awesome.
We are totally violating our our word to your wife, by the way. Barry Pepper rap video.
It's an R&B video. He's in a couple, I want to say, and I think it's like
Barry Pepper R&B singer.
They're gonna
please don't.
They're gonna like Barry White. It's gonna like autocorrect to something else.
Barry Pepper. How much is Barry Pepper worth?
It's like the first question that comes up for everybody if you Google someone's name. What? Did you look up why was Barry Pepper in a R&B video?
Oh, R&B video.
Yeah, it was like one. It was like
You started growing.
I want to say it was like Ralph Tresvant or somebody like that.
We sure it wasn't Johnny Gill or Bobby
Could've
Brown.
Been, very well could have been Johnny Gill. Any of the original New Edition members.
Ronnie Bell. Michael Bivins.
Bivins.
Michael Bivins. And
Michael
then who was DeVoe's for Ronnie DeVoe?
Ronnie DeVoe. Ronnie DeVoe.
I just named all 6 members of New Edition off the top of my head.
That's why you're from Worthington. It's expected.
This is an interview of Barry Pepper's an interesting looking human being. I don't see anything about
him being in an R&B video.
We need one of those guys that just Googles stuff for us.
Exactly, called a producer, right? Like somebody that produces the podcast.
Yeah, so we don't have to sit here and fuck up the audio the whole time. Okay. All right, let's call it quits, dude. We've done 41 minutes of chatting over just absolutely nothing. Interrupted by kids probably a good half of that time, so
very true.
Let's call it a wrap. Let's see how this plays out later. All right, folks, thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you again soon.